Okay. Going to start. Let's see who is here. Welcome, guys. We got another good one for you. Welcome to WCIA Network. Excellent. Muffin Top, you are in. Hi, Nancy Hopkins. Nola and Willie, hey there. This is going to be great. Welcome, subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, would love for you to subscribe if you like what you see and hear. Thumbs up on your way in. Everything I do and say here falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. And for those that are new, WCA Network specifically is here just for the sake of the missing children, the Summer Wells missing children, which all fall under the same category of people, the people that are the guilty people. Hi, Long Gone. The guilty people that are going to hear their story through the eyes of the children. And that's all I do here, is grab the elements, and this is called Apples to Apples. This is number 5 Apples to Apples, and it's going to compare really interesting body shapes, body parts, the swimming, the dancing in the rain, and the swing are going to be a very big chunk of today's presentation. And the only reason it's become a big part of today's presentation is because A.F. Pennington put out a video of the dancing in the rain, but all of the children's faces are brand new. I compared them, and what I can tell you is they're new. They do not match the faces that I have in 2021's video. Not at all. The car doesn't even match. The color is different. What's leaning on the car is different. The objects in the background are different. The faces are different. The clothes are different. I don't know how this has been able to be missed, and it's not part of conversation. So both her videos so far that have been posted nonchalantly with a letter shows all new children. And that is apples to apples, where the authorities could go in and be like, oh yeah, these are totally different slew of children. There's no comparison. So I'm going to go over that, as well as show you information from the videos that I have found from 14 years ago. And all this information has been sent in to both FBI and TBI, and I think it's crucial. I think it's crucial apples to apples to show today and to explain it. I'm opening up, so here we go. I am opening up with this picture to show you that since June 15th, I have been on this case. Even though Tiffany and those guys say they were the only ones, they just didn't pay attention to my channel, and she thought I was a troll. It was very funny. But yet I was just trying to work together to help the case, but there was zero interest. It was Molly, Tiffany, AB, Ziggy. That's all I remember. And myself. Way back in the beginning, one of the things I did was I was grabbing photos like crazy, because in the photos in the beginning I saw things that I guess no one else was seeing. And I've given my story before because I worked through clairvoyance and I'm a medium and I get particular information, I just follow it. And for the year plus, thank you, Long Gone, for that super chat. That's so sweet. Thank you. Very appreciated. Thank you. Oh, thank you for that. Let's put this up here. What a sweet little note. Thank you for all you're doing for the children. Thank you. I grabbed all these elements because I was seeing something beneath the elements that wasn't ready to be seen yet. I now understand it, but it did make me, sound very silly to some people because they weren't seeing what I see. And to this day, I'll never know what you guys are looking at in front of your screen as I'm showing it to you. Because everyone's eyes and ears are prepared to hear and see things when they're ready to. That is one really big lesson that I learned, that I can't push what I see or really try to talk anyone into what I see, because in time, those who need to see it will. And when your bodies and your mind and soul are ready to see it, you will. Some people just aren't ready, and that's okay. These photos were from the beginning. I have every face, every movement, all the elements within each of these TikToks saved. So when I saw this video of this dancing in the rain, and there's only a few faces that are the same, I went back a year plus ago. I'm like, I knew it. It's not just the children that were different. It's the clothing. It's the equipment against the cars. It's the location. It's all of it. Thank you, Priscilla, for that super chat. Thank you very much. Really, really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you. So these are the photos that I'm comparing 14 years ago situation. I'm going to show you their fake concert. Their fake concert they had where they're brutalizing someone. And the swing video and the rain video are all the same physical abuse, but it's being deep faked with different circumstance. What's underneath it is the same child doing the same movements, getting the same abuse done to them as it was 14 years ago, and it was when Sun Maroon went missing, and it happened somehow again because an AF's Pennington, I'm sorry to call you out, but you have all new faces in your video. So does that mean it's an all new group of people? Because that took time to change. And I'm doing this is all under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. I'm allowed to say this, I'm allowed to pursue this, and I'm allowed to put this up there because it's a massive, massive piece of the Summer Wells Missing Children's information. It will help solve the case. In some way, shape, or form, this should have a part of it. That's all I know. These photos are all of the photos that I kept. You could see right even down here, and you'll see that blue truck doesn't even exist in her video. It's not even there. This little blue truck right here doesn't exist in her video. This blue truck is covered in fake tools, fake information. This here, the location of the children are different. When you see the children here, you see a different atmosphere. The people that are putting this shit together have to understand, if they don't want to get busted, that there are people that really are paying attention to these minute details that make the biggest difference. It's the people that know that there's a deep fake over the truth. And the deep fake consistently changes, but what stays the same are the elements of the movements, their faces, what's happening to them. Everything about what you're doing to them has not changed. And for someone like me, it's like it like sticks out with a alarm system on it. Like, here I am. Oh my God, here I am. What a dummy. That's what it says. That's what it's doing. So when I start to show you these pictures, you're going to look at them and be like, yeah, they changed the deep fake. And what they changed while they changed the deep fake, they did it over new faces. They did it over new faces. This was the first one that they put out. It's very, very obvious, and I'm comparing the 14 years ago situation as well as the current situation that was just put out there. Notice the movements. Notice what I have here. This was one that was new. There was supposed to be another swing video. It's not. This is really what they're doing to them. And the deep fake is the location. New faces, you guys. These are new children. This is what I have, I don't know, 1,000 photos of. And their faces across the board, between the swimming in the swimming hole, to the dancing in the rain, to the swing, were the same. They have now succeeded to change the faces that I know I have very clearly. Their mistake was they not only changed the faces, they changed the clothing, and they added elements. Elements that are elements of this summer moon case. They weren't there before, and I'm going to compare it apples to apples. And I know there are new people here now. Thank you for our new subscribers. And that's why it's really important that I go over. I have like almost 140 pages to show you. And this is important to show you where I'm doing the apples to apples. This is information that was supposed to be just summer swimming in the swimming hole. And no one saw that these are adults swimming with children. No one saw that this is not just summer. This is not just summer dancing and swimming in the swimming hole. It never was. It never was. It was always many other children along with Summer. It was never just her. And it's gone real far. It's gone real far. These are pictures of lots of children that have been brutalized for, at least I know, for 14 years. This video was put up last year, I think October. I put the names of the videos on the bottom so you could, if you want to see them, you could watch them. They're like 8 months ago, 9 months ago. Just by the mere fact that you now could tell that it's not just summer swimming. I know you all see that, right? I'm going to circle this. Do you guys see that this person is swimming with an adult right here? That is not someone swimming by themselves. I'm going to crop it. And I have a whole video that's marked that name that will show you all the adults that are swimming with children, and they're not swimming. These are sacrifices. That is an adult holding a child. Thank you for saying yes. Thank you, guys. That's an adult clearly holding a child. And that's clearly not just Summer in the water swimming at all. So these were the first elements that was super obvious. And when someone changes it, that means there's someone now, presently, currently changed their frickin' faces. I'm keeping this photo, which is very important in my presentation so I doesn't get lost. This is a full photo of what Summer Moon Wells looks like towards the end of her sacrifice. This photo that I'm pointing at with the arrow was the first photo that really matched up to Summer Moon Wells in her last moments. Now, this is a picture supposedly supposed to be with Don Jr. in one of their sons. It looks as if he used Don Jr. and his son as a cover-up, because it's not him, you guys. So don't think, oh my God, that's Don's son. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who that is. Because whoever that is, they used that person. They used that person as a decoy to you looking at the truth beneath it. Because I could bet you that Michael Vaughn is in this photo, and so is Summer. That's what shows up here. So this has to stay apples to apples. And I threw this one in before I go into the main guts of the presentation to show you photos from the Watts case. I showed the video of the Watts on their trampoline, and I said that's dancing in the rain, that's swinging on the swing. So the Watts kids are in my presentation. And that's supposedly the Shanann with that thing in her mouth, which is the number 5. And Shanann in the middle, covered in the white, as Summer Moon Wells winds up being. So these are things that I'd like to throw in there and keep. I do have presentations on them, but they are of importance as I move forward. This here is one of the pictures I'm keeping up front as one of her last photos in the car, as well as these two that I didn't want to get lost, so I threw them in here. To the right is a picture from, I think, of the Beeston bunch. I've kept this one as an important photo because I truly believe that that is the machinery that's in the house, and he's connected to that green face. I have great information on them. You could find them in my other videos. And what's to the left is, I truly believe it's either the fake Benny or the Benny. He's actually holding the equipment in his hand. He's holding it in his hand. So these were important for me to put up here currently, really so I could grab them when I need to, as well as this one. I have said in the past that every time Candace was up live, she was always showing the machinery in the back of her, and no one's talked about it. Like, no one's talked about the fact that Summer Moon Wells was standing in front of that same element in her very last moments, that her mom decided to put a I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a TikTok or a post. I don't know. But that small little one in the middle is what was behind Summer Moon at 6:25 or whatever time it was. It was in the kitchen. And that is the constant machinery that I am consistently showing with the number 5 inside the box. It hasn't changed. but yet it's not being talked about. So that number 5 is no different than this one in this box, the white part. This is that. Let me crop it. So anytime I say the word like a machine, it's going to be the same. It may look slightly different, but that's because they have slightly different things covering it up. But at the end of the day, what's underneath their deep fakes always match. This is right here in Candace's house. This is this. Boom. That's it. This is this, the bottom part. Right like that. This is this. It's all the same. The only difference is the deep fake's a different color. They change certain things, but there's certain things that stay consistent. There's certain things that stay consistent and they don't change. So if you were to look at just one part at a time, this top part is this part right here. This bottom part is this. That's it. So different. Just like that. That's it. Even the bottom is showing. The maroon part, see? Boom. I'm gonna crop each piece on. Copy. So, just so we're clear, so we get our apples to apples correct, this is the top. It only says cracking cases because it was on his video. This is this. This is the white part. So we have a green, we have a white right here, and then we have a maroon on the bottom. Always, it doesn't change. Nothing changes. White, green, maroon. Always, always, always from the beginning of day. Right here. This is your machinery. This goes here. This goes here. And this goes here. All the same. Here goes the apples to apples to the new photos that were put out and the new faces. Now, you have to look at the other videos. These faces, anyone that really knows this case and has looked at these videos time after time will recognize these faces are totally different. What I have done is I'm bringing the apples to apples in from 14 years ago inside this so-called underground bar. They are identical to the swing video and Dancing in the Rain. 14 years ago, they used this as their deep fake. I'm saying trigger warning, you guys, because it gets worse. These photos here have never been seen before. We've never had a child with those white things coming out of her head, nor have we had a child with these faces. They didn't look anything like this. Their faces didn't have a number 5 coming out of their mouth. They didn't look anything like this. Let me remind you what it looked like. You guys have to really know the case to know there is a big difference. This is what it was. Wait, let me take that off for a minute. I'll put it back up. These pictures here are comparing the new people in those videos. That is obviously, we know it's not Summer. That is an adult. And the pictures to the left are from 14 years ago that I truly believe are the same people that are working this today. I'm going to show you who I think it is. These photos, let me brighten them up a little. These photos, okay, this one. These photos had the same actions and sick shit and what they're doing to their bodies as Summer Moon Wells has in every situation that I have seen. You see this? This girl is not singing. She is being victimized. And those that are guilty that are watching this, I have so much to show because I have so much of your information that you never took down 14 years ago. And I've seen this logo before, by the way. I've seen it. I've seen it as if they were Candace and I think Summer were acting like they were sitting in a van, but they're not. They're like down under by a railroad track. This is what's happening to this this child. Again, totally new faces, new movements. Never seen these faces before. Never. What is next to the yellow car, there's certain little things that that just, I don't believe the people that are the guilty understand that we know all these details. We know what's by the cars and what's not by the cars. We know for a fact that that thing behind there with the yellow car, touched yellow car, wasn't there before. Because that yellow car actually moved twice in the last video, in the first video. It moved positions. These are all new children in all new situation. Somehow you have new faces over the old. And the shit that was changed in it is very obvious for the authorities to compare both videos. I'm just here to tell the story and to call it out. I don't have to go any deeper than looking at this child's face with the thing around its neck to know this child's face was not there last time. There's really not much that needs to be done to see that. It's obvious. And see how close they are to this. Look at how she extended the arm here and tries to cover up that piece of wood back there. I know that in the whole entire other video, this piece of wood, I'm going to show you back here, is so far away from where they're dancing. right back here, because that's the part they pulled out as element that has those hearts on it. It's not right there anywhere in the video. It's farther back. And her hand is over it. Nowhere in the video does that happen. And this piece back here. Look at her face. And look at the background of everything. It's totally different. It is completely different. So like in 1 second, if you think that we're going to buy the shit that this is all a new video of her dancing in the rain, this isn't summer. And it's not the same video. You did it wrong. Here's the swing. Obviously, that is not normal. And the pictures on the outside are pictures of this girl getting a stab in the chest and a stab in the neck. You guys, it gets really bad. Here, she's being stabbed through the chest. And this is what happened with the Watts kids on the trampoline. I'm going to show you. This one, she has been stabbed through the chest. The video, you guys, is super clear. The cops could take this shit down in an hour. Because it's not even deep faked. Like, their sacrifices are really, really obvious. See? One's in the neck. And one's in the chest. She's being sacrificed. She's being sacrificed. And that's the fake summer, which, if you can't tell that that is a picture of disgust, then you're not ready to see anything. Because this is a child that is no longer with us, but it's not summer. And the children just keep changing, but they're using the same deep fake. Look at these pictures of these children, you guys. Never been seen. And let me tell you something. That is so fake of a child standing there. That situation never even happened. There's no footage of this to the left. There's no footage of it. It doesn't exist. This here doesn't even exist in the original video. And I don't care if she says that she took new footage. Bullshit. Yeah, you took new footage, but there's no footage that wasn't seen. This face wasn't there. This never happened until recently. The child is not proportional, you see. This child is not proportional to what's going on in here. It wasn't even put in correctly. Look at how disproportional. Even the for sale bucket's different. So even though you may have different footage, what I'm saying is the deep fake that we used before needed to stay consistent. Because the new footage would still have the same consistently deep fake the same. Here's the same group, apples to apples. This was what they used singing and dancing in a bar for their sacrifice. I'm showing more of these new children, that this situation is this situation. is the situation. The elements, let me show you something which sticks out to me. This picture here, and the guilty will totally get what I'm saying. Oh, I cropped it out. Wait, let me see. I cropped it out. Wait, let me grab the photo. I think it's under digging. What's on the wall here is very much with their putting their finger up like that. This is wait, let me find it. Oh, I have it in my presentation. Okay. This has been going on for years, you guys. I'm going back and forth. Again, these are the deep fake on these photos was done really bad because there's no way they moved shit around, and they moved cars around in between what they're doing. The only car that changed was the yellow, and these are new children. The picture that I have of that child that's back there is completely different, and there was only one of them. It's really important for you guys to see and recognize, if you can possibly, is that the video is completely changed. The new children's faces are pretty clear. That's the swing video that was put out, that was supposed to be summer. The pictures in the middle and to the left are hard to actually see, but she's being totally victimized. This is not summer. Again, the situation looks completely different. You could even see it on the wheelbarrow that says for sale. It shifts. It's not the same. The for sale just is, everything is different. I mean, it's so obvious. Not a good job. To the left is a picture of, it's part of the video of the Watts kids on the trampoline, and I know it's a sacrifice. That picture of the Watts child on the trampoline really is this being sacrificed with copy. This here really matches this. That's that. That's what it is. And again, she is being completely victimized. More pictures of this brand new video of the dancing children. It was not done well. The deep fake's different, and these faces and the clothing, never seen it before. And I'm making myself an expert on these TikToks and videos because I have looked at them long enough and many times enough, going milliseconds in and ripping the shit apart and looking underneath it in all directions of it, that I know for a fact this was never in there. Absolutely not. And nor was this child's face on the other side. I'm telling you guys, it's another slew of children. All new face. Well, at least we could all agree that they're not Summer. They're not Summer. And they're all different. All you gotta do is match it up. Now they're in like this same place, but now I'm showing you these pictures in order. This sacrifice is getting worse. It's getting deeper, and she's being moved. Like they moved them like they did with Summer in the church and the dancing. It's like they're being moved by like these wire things. It's just what it is. And those people are moving their bodies. Let me get this blown up. So I really want to make sure you guys could see the pictures well. Here we go. Copy. Okay. Where'd my phone go? Okay. Look at that. Crazy. Same as this. Now, we all know for a fact that the blue truck in the back didn't look like that. It has all of this stuff on it now, and it didn't have that stuff on it before. I'll show you. This blue truck, they changed the deep fake on top of changing the child and added elements. Those are number 5 boxes back there. They added elements or didn't cover them up this time. These are the little boxes in the back of the truck. And the truck tells a story that never was told before. It wasn't told before. You know, they just did it really wrong, and it drives me crazy that no one has noticed that. Like, whatever they're doing, like, the red card's in the wrong position, like, the whole thing is so obvious. So obvious. The sacrifice 14 years ago is getting worse. You're going to be now seeing more elements and sick shit as we continue. She is on the machine. You guys, this is a sacrifice with the equipment that I showed you guys once before in that Tina Marijuana Places theater area. This is what it reminds me of. That theater area was set up just like this. It was set up just like it. Here's I made it brighter. Sacrifice. brand new faces. We for sure never saw the one to the left or the right. Look at those, you guys. And they screwed up the outfit. Like, the outfits are just, I know because you guys, I dissected this shit for so long that I know about this, the blue backing here. This right here never was in the video. Like that. Because this shows the equipment on the neck that Summer Moon Wells died in, and on the chest and down the front. See how much more information this shows? Like, they didn't cover it up well. It shows everything that we've been showing. What she has on her neck is what Summer Moon Wells has on her neck in the poster. It's the same thing. We've never seen that before. Never. She is showing things that didn't exist before. She is actually showing this. That's what's on her neck. Those side pieces, the crisscross. So, just so you know, no, did not have any of this. We know because we've been watching. Didn't have that. A collar wrapped around her neck like that. These are crucial pieces of evidence. Like, this isn't something in my third eye. It's right there. Never. And look at the hair. Look at the car. All of a sudden shows the license plate, and it's just... No, we never saw it this way. And she's too close to the wood. That's the same thing that's going on in here. I'm just showing you how this sacrifice is worsening. She's now standing by the maroon box with the metal across it. She's right by the machine. She's right by her maroon box. That's her box. I only have a few more to show, but I wanted to show you all of these because the information it shows we don't have from before, period. This child to the left, the information that's on her face is a new child, but what they did is they kind of fucked the photo up and didn't layer it correctly. You see what's happening with the layering? They layered it in there, the new face, with the collar on their heads. And that's where they went wrong. See? They didn't layer it right. Look at one arm wants to go one way. Those collars, those white collars did not exist in the first video. They covered it up differently. Yeah, it's just, you're right. Yes, you're right. That's kind of like what they have on them. It's the same stuff, because at the end of the day, what these turn into is all white covered in red. So they use the same pattern over and over. Here, all the way to the right-hand side is the photo from the Watts kids. On the trampoline, this person is being sacrificed. I have a great video on it. It's just, I think it's the Watts family video. And that's what has gone on 19 years ago or 14 years ago. Look at these two more pictures. We didn't, they just didn't do a good job covering this stuff up. It's obviously, this is one of my huge points I'm making today, is to show you how Apples to Apples really shows what's going on, but how they use, it's the same process, the same abuse, the same situation, the same people. The only thing that changes are the faces and the deep fake. We never saw this before. You cannot tell me that this is a child dancing in the rain or that is summer moon. This child is covered in all of the elements for the summer moon missing children's case. This picture tells a lot. And I can promise you that what's attached to the yellow truck in the back, the person in the cage thing, was not there. How do I know? Because I would have noticed. I would have noticed the Summer Wells Missing Children's element stuck to the yellow car. This is her dress will slowly turn to all white, you guys, with hearts all over it. It's both of them are not wearing what you think they're wearing. The dresses are deep faked to go over their elements. And the elements all wind up being all white with red. Here's this sacrifice that goes on 14 years ago. She's getting the shit kicked out of her. You have seen this before in Benny's videos when they put their heads in that wall. This is what she's doing. Now today they use a car with a hole in the wall. And yeah, they use a lot of different shit. This is a brand new person. I feel that this child, whoever this is a female, is a male. I don't even recognize this picture as ever being shown. Like, I feel like whatever is in here in this photo is very new. I don't even know what that means, but this here is very strange. And this one behind it, which it looks like I didn't, I'm going to show you what's behind it. The information that this shows here is very new as well. I feel like this is a new... I feel like this picture is split in two. Like, I feel like the wood door, this is split in two because the truck is going to turn white. You see what I'm saying? I could feel it. Like, I don't feel like this is even cohesive. And this was a frame between a frame, because here you could see the door, like right here, which we never saw before. And then all this equipment on the blue truck, and now the blue truck is turning white up front. See, and right down the middle of the person, there's a face. And then, so there's a face that is new, and then they tried to layer it. They tried to layer it. It's quite amazing. I'm getting closer. So if anyone who really doesn't like what they're watching now, you're not gonna like what which I'm gonna show you next. This stuff I just showed you was way easy. The people that are getting offended and they're putting their thumbs down, that's good. That's good for me, by the way, because I like that, because it shows me that I'm on track, and it shows me that I'm getting closer, because you guys only show up as I get closer. Wait till you see how close I'm going to get. Stick around. Don't leave. Stick around. I get all the way close up to faces, to the house, to the digging, all the way. Because these dumb motherfuckers left it on YouTube. I'm on. I'll let you know. It's just going to get worse. So you might as well stick around, because it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. Wait, let me tell her to come grab the dog. Hold on. One sec. Will you come grab him now? Okay, bye. It's going to get worse, and it's going to show complete details, apples to apples, that I have been showing. The elements that are shown in these people's videos are not only crystal clear, but they're not covered at all. Because did my brother call you yet? Okay, call him and ask. They're not covered. So if you look to the left, I'll do a close-up of it. If you look here, this is actually one of the pieces of equipment that they put in their hand. To my subscribers that have been watching me for so long, wait till you see what's going to happen here. Wait till you see how people are going to come out of the woodwork to look at this, because it's real. This is on top of the maroon box, you guys. What you see on top is the little white bone that goes inside the machine, and that is the white bone that Benny loves to hold on to. I'm just putting up some more pictures of showing you, and going back and forth a little bit, showing you more photos from the new Dancing in the Rain video that just don't exist in the other videos. They kind of really messed it up, because the blue truck is really quite white in her video. It's not even blue. It turns more white towards the end of the video. It's almost as if they forgot that they needed to cover it up. This is a new child, never seen before, brand new face. And as they put that new child's face up, they accidentally kept the truck white. You can't make this shit up, you guys. The truck right here is white. It's supposed to be blue. Remember? New face. And the one right here, she has the heart hanging from her chest. It's hanging from her chest. It's the same heart that has been hanging for over a year, right on Summer. This is heart element that's the same as on her poster. This was never shown in the Dancing in the Rain video. Never. Yeah, the wheels on the truck are different. Everything is. You guys, they edited it wrong. Look at how they have like this funky face coming out of the window. Like this here. Look at this. This whole section here is ridiculous. Here, I brightened it up so you could see the head of the animal coming out of the fake car. Look. So that's this. I just brightened it up so you could see it. Look at that. You all know that wasn't in the first video. You all know that. This sacrifice here is getting worse. You can now look at the boxes behind her. It's the head on a box. This is what they're doing in this video. And to the left, they are like praying to whatever that is like a major. I told you that that piece is like a major piece. It's like a this here, whatever they're staring at, is the grand finale. See? These people are like all bloody, and they're like looking at this grand finale right there. Let me crop it a little. This is the machine that I've been showing you guys. This is part of this machine. This. And for those that are coming in, putting their thumbs down, you know that this is it. And whatever that little bony thing in there is the same little bony thing that everyone loves to hold in their hand. They love holding it in their hand. That little bony thing is the same as I love bringing in Timothy Pitson, because he's the one who introduced me, right? Wait. Here. This is the bony thing. The bone that he has on his fishing rod with the little heart on the bottom is the same concept. As well as, let me show you this one. I always have these bones pretty ready to get, so let me grab one. One moment. Let's see. So am I not going to be able to grab one? Wait. Red blood. Red bloody is what I called it. It's the bone that Benny holds up. He always holds it up. It's like, I don't think I'm going to be able to grab it because I don't want to waste time. Sorry, guys. There's so many of them, and I usually could grab it fast. No, I'm I'm gonna just, I'll show it later. Because there's way too much to get through. Okay, so that's the setup. I've shown enough of these so you guys all understand different people, different situation. They all have the collar on their heads. They have a lot going on. I really, a massive point of my story today, before I go into the location and so forth, is to really have you guys sit with the fact that there's another slew of children that have gone through a process that needed to use a deep fake, but yet the deep fake was geared around what Summer Moon Wells has already created. So in order to show their faces, show what they're doing to them, they put their new faces on, and they kept these elements. Accidentally. Totally new. I think that's the last photo of showing you this. But the photos that we have of this are not there. They 110% are not from this angle. They're not close to the car like that. The kids are running far, far away. When they run back, the distance is totally different. The whole thing is different, including the children. It's a completely different video. Now we're going to location. I'm going to be showing you, wait, do I still have more of these? What page am I on? 43. Oh, I have more of these. Oh my goodness. I did a lot of them. Okay, let me continue to go through. This one, I don't know why it's stuck in here. This is a reflection of the mirror inside 14 years ago underground. It shouldn't be in here right now. Thank you, Bernadette, for that super chat. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, here. I did add more. I forgot because I wanted to show you how they layered it wrong. This situation here was never ever. Remember I told you I felt as if it was different things being layered? Here, this is a great example. The picture here all the way to the left really shows how it's layered wrong, because we know 43. We know that this stuff wasn't in the video. Period. This section here is their new setup, and it wasn't covered up well. So all the way to the left or all the way to the right is the truth, right? Or in the middle. This, remember I said it didn't have that wood? Is all the way to the right. So if I played that video and grabbed this information, this would be the truth, because the cover up is supposed to be a truck, but we know that this was not in the last video. We know that for a fact. So it's a very big mistake. This underground situation, I'm going to show you how I'm going to match it up to location or to the people. Here are some more photos from the new Dancing in the Rain. It's very important to show all these. I see why I am, because it's really a lot of information that we don't have, and whatever is showing all the way to the right, now I know I could go back to the video because she didn't cover it up very well. Wow. You know, I crop sometimes and put pictures on and I don't look back at them. This here is really showing guilt. This is guilt. This is what they look like. You guys, you have to please get on the same page with me here. This is what they're doing. No, that is going in, she's connected to it. It's a piece of the equipment she's connected to through the eye. And look at the number 5 box that's her 5 box. It's right there. She's connected to it. And look at the middle. And all the way to the right is a picture of the new swing video. I can't believe that this passed, or no one's talking about it. Look how the truck is totally white. All the way to the right, shows elements. It's different kids. Oh, I see. I kept a few of these in on accident. This photo here is very important, and I don't know why I stuck it here. This photo here shows the inside, I believe, and location of where they do this. 14 years ago and currently. That resembles the machine. But we still have some more of these photos in here. It just is so sad how a whole new slew of children could get through this and no one is realizing the significance of this video and what this video actually does. It gives the guilty material to work with. Gives them material to work with. She has that thing in her mouth. We don't know who this is. It's not Summer. Watts kids on the trampoline. Zapples Tapples. They fall into exactly what I'm showing you. This. Now, all the way to the left, we know they messed up. So I don't think I have the video. I don't think I recorded it or anything. But I know that this section here is telling the most truth because it wasn't covered up. See, we've never seen one of the children holding anything in their arms. This child is connected to that bar, you guys. Their mouth is on it. I'm telling you. The mouth is on it. Holy shit. I suggest you guys go watch that video slowly in 0.25. Slow it down to 0.25, record it, and put it on your laptop and watch it. This is the stuff you will see. That is on the child's mouth. This is around the child. Let me see. I'm seeing something real quickly.
Rain.
See?
A drizzle. Never.
All right, let me see. Oh, wow. So, whatever is all the way to the right was not covered up very well. Interesting. And that is a child with its mouth on a bar. Basically the same as this is the Watts kids. This is crazy new. You want to know what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me see something. Oh, wow. I have to get a better picture of this, but all of the junk that's behind Summer in like her last photo, that's what I thought it looked like. It's almost as if, I wonder if that's going to match up with this. Wait. There's something about this. Oh, I see it. Okay, I'm starting to see it. This is the same freaking location. I'm telling you, you guys, watch this. Wait, where's the picture of that in her mouth? Wait. Oh my goodness, you guys. I think this is the same location. The stuff in the back that didn't get covered up is very similar to what's behind them. That would make a lot of sense. In the video, in the second part, the children are completely bloody. They're not even covered up. The children, if you pay attention to the second part of the video, are completely bloody. This was never shown before. Never. It's pretty bad, you guys. You see all the different children. Now you see how there's like different stuff on the car. They really didn't do a good job. This is a whole nother slew of children. Oh my God. To the left, maybe that's why I put in to the left. One of the Watts' kids. One of the Watts' kids looks like, remember I said I wanted to keep it in? You guys, that's a Watts child now looks like Summer Moon Wells' picture. Watch. That I put in the beginning. I'm like, there's certain photos that I want to keep here because I know they're going to be of importance. Here. There it is. This is a Watts child. This is Summer Moon. Come on, you don't get these crazy shit in two different situations. The Watts child looks identical to Summer. There's no getting around it. Wait, let me correct this. Crap. Look at this. These are identical. And now I know why I stuck that in there in the beginning. You know, I'm like, I said it. These are identical. My mouth is open. Wow. 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 The last few photos are pretty obvious as well. So I guess the moral of the story about these new videos that you're going to, I think, be seeing a few more of them, is to pay real close attention to their faces, to what you're looking at, and understand that all this is are new children. They're not doing a very good job covering it up at all. We have never seen photos like this in her dancing in the rain. We would have known it, you guys, if we've seen these. We would have known if you saw a face with a child's face covered in a red hat. If you really pay attention to the details in the background, they are so fake. This child, the only thing that is real about this child is the head. Those are the Watts kids, and then Summer's video. Again, they really messed up their deep fake, and the elements that show through, as well as these new children, is just, to me, it would be something that would bust the case open, right? Here, I'm going to sharpen the middle one a little so you could see the number 5 hanging from her arm. See the number 5 hanging from her arm? I'll circle it. I know I'm right with these machines, or else it's attached to her hip. But this child is covered in white. Just like Summer Moon, both of them are. This is the end of the process of the Dancing in the Rain, because it's the second wave of the video. It's just a comparing apples to apples with the Watts kids. It's the same thing. These are the last few photos. It gets worse towards the end. They're not dancing in the rain. You guys should go watch the video at 0.25 and recognize it. Now I'm going to bring in some different elements. The heads at the end of the video of the new Dancing in the Rain video seem to be coming out of some sort of a box. It's very different. The information is led to, they want you to think you're watching the same video, so they have a vehicle to speak to each other. We all know these photos were not, to the left, were not in the video. To the right is a picture taken from Benny's video of what the faces do actually look like. You could see the stuff on the shoulder. It matches Summer Moon Wells' last photos. Showing you a lot. This is not normal to be on her video. This is not a normal Dancing in the Rain video that is claimed to be. This tells me, to be very clear, there is more children. Remember I told you what Summer Moon said last week? It's getting crowded. We have no more room. It's getting crowded. If the video would have looked like this the first time around, I would have had some more people recognize what was in the video. You really need to play to 0.25 and put it on your computer and play it back. For 3 hours, just play with it. And it shifts. And the truth comes through. These kids are being brutally murdered. No one could talk me into anything other than what you see. What you see is what they're doing. That. That. It's a head. This here is actually one of the better photos. You know why? It's because it's towards the end. Like she's on that white stuff. She's standing there, standing on, I don't know if that's plaster. It might be. I don't know. But this is some sort of plaster or something. It's a pretty damaging picture. And here she has the number 5 box connected to her, or him. Okay, let me see if we're switching over now. Yes. We always have all summer moon in here, but this here is showing you the person that's lit up is holding a dagger. And in the video, she consistently just dags at something. She's digging at something or cutting into something. But what's on the counter of this box is your main element. In this room of people that are doing shit that I'm telling you is not legal, what I needed. One second. In the corner of the room is one of the major elements that we have. That's it. The S, the green 5, the blue head. That is what you see right here in the corner of this room is what is in the corner of the videos we've been watching for over a year. Those who don't know what I'm talking about, it's this green face. And then there's that blue thing on the top. And then like this alligator or something head on the bottom. But this green face has been with us since the beginning of June 15th. And 14 years ago, they placed it in the room that they're doing their sacrifices. They have the same symbols and they have the same information that's hanging in the corners of their room. And it's really clear. It's not like it doesn't, it's clear where it really shows up. Couple more pictures. So in this room that they're doing this 14 years ago, you have the setup. She is using some sort of a dagger. I chose to cut the room out because it looked so ridiculous to me, and it was, but it's not. They're like people moving like they're slaves underground, and they're attached to these bars. Now the authorities need to look into that, but it got super pixelated. This is what this girl looks like, and to the right, anytime that they show her in a mirror, um, she's in a chair, she's connected to that green face, and she's also connected to the equipment. She's really being damaged, and these people to me are the same. Oh, there's the fuck you thing with the finger up in the air. There's a bright light, and it shows the inside of this fake room. And to the left, she has that dagger green thing in her chest. It's really there. I'm going to put myself out there and say that if they could find that room, they will find the situation. It's more of our summer moon. She also had these photos in there of her that we've never seen before. Trust me, I would know if I saw a picture of summer moon, who I don't think is summer in this photo, with that white thing coming out of her head. These are different eyeballs than the eyeballs that I have been looking at. It's as if they look just like summer, but they're not. And there's just a whole new slew of children. They really tried hard to make the teeth look the same as hers. The eyes are different, and this isn't summer. Just telling whoever put this together that I know it's not summer, and you ever connected to a heart. And I know that my people here that have been watching, they know what they're looking at. I mean, we know that this isn't summer. That someone flipped out the photos, thinking no one would notice. These aren't even the same people. Wait. Look at their eyes. We're just not as dumb as you think we are. Here we go. This is the building that they are in, or the situation, the location, the setup. I have seen this before. I recognize it. I feel as if that is the piece in the middle here that is part of the equipment, and that's what we're looking at. That holds the head. And as you could see in the middle, it's holding a head. Let me crop it in. Right on top is the head. Just like what they do over here. This is where I saw this room for the first time. Now, all of this falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. I'm showing these faces in this child because I believe this child is in danger. I don't know who this girl is, but her face is connected to many of the photos I'm about to show you. She had this picture, I saw it, and she had this picture with this boy in a room like this. And I kept it. I found the photos that were under the Google search for Appalachian Fairground. So these photos came because I did a search under Appalachian Fairground. And now that I saw these pictures from 14 years ago, I could say that this is a match, because I pulled it to the side because I'm like, she looks like she's in the same railroad car as Summer was with Candace a couple times, because I knew it wasn't, I could feel it. I could tell it wasn't a car or a van. I could feel it. I could tell. But this woman's photos show the elements in the reflection, and she has the same information in her photos. She has a lot of things in the back of the photos. To me, this is the same location. She's in it with that little boy. This is what's the close-up of what hers looks like in the back. It's the equipment. It has a couple heads. I don't know if it's real or not, but it's in there. She's the one that I got photos of Robin. Same day that I found pictures on the Appalachian. It was Fender Farm in the Appalachian Fairground. I don't know if that's Robin, but it was with these crazy ass photos that to me are part of the Summer Moon Wells missing children's case. This here, this here is a real picture. Yeah. Her eyeball is not there. And this is with this lady's photos. So that was one of the I'm like, what the heck? And then I'm like, is that Robin? I'm like, how could that, is that Robin? And I looked at her shoes. In this one, you can't see her shoes very well. But I say these because I'm like, these kids are connected to something, and they're being pushed. Their heads are wrapped. Like, I could see it. And the positioning of this girl looks to me like Robin. Let me brighten it. See? And her neck is hanging on something. She's not being pushed. She's not being pushed to go on a joyride. This is the same girl that had crazy photos with people in the park that look like that in the back. I thought this was a great lead for the authorities. Now that I have it more connected to the Underground Railroad, which I believe it is. These are the pictures that came with her. This was the Fender Farm photos that I kept. And these children looked like they were all wrapped up in rope. I have a ton of photos from Appalachia, from the Fender Farm. I have you can watch that video, the video on it. it's a great presentation. These children, that's the same little girl. So what I want to explain also is I followed all the same children show up in these situations. That's the same little girl that is at the aquarium at Appalachian that is covered in elements. The little girl to the left has something on her arm. Her foot is wrong. Like, watch this video. It's a very interesting one. The same lady was connected to these photos. This child is pretty bruised up and he has an inch or two around him. This video is a really wonderful one to watch, you guys. It's short. It will show you some great information. And I'm bringing this in because I think to me, it's all the same people that is going to bring you to this log cabin. This log cabin is from 14 years ago. I found it through the production company that produced these people's videos 14 years ago. What I'm about to show you covers location. Now that looks like Don to me. Wait, hold on one second. Sorry, I'm on a live. Oh, did you tell her? Oh, yes. Thank you. Or I'll go tell her. Go call. I'm on live. Okay. Sorry. Wait, hold on. Okay, so this is them building the inside of this house. This is very interesting to watch because it's the way that they constructed this house inside is what I think they did in the Wells' house. I think that this was built for the purpose of what they're doing. I think they put things in between the walls. I watched the whole video. That's how I know. And that I believe that what you see here is what the sacrifice looks like. And now let me tell you why. I told you guys that I was looking at elements. I follow elements that talk to me and lead me to the right information. The one element that I said stayed consistent in my other video was that this string, right? Going straight down, just like this. That's not the sun reflection for this particular photo. This exact situation and photo with this pole is in the Wells' backyard. Here, this is more of a sacrifice, and this is what they're trying to show us. This location is key. This white thing stays in this video, travels with the car. That's where I got this information. They are, to me, digging holes and digging their own graves. To me, they're digging their own graves, and they They are the victims. This is what's on his arm. And I truly believe that this shows what happened. I think that this is another piece of information that could solve the case. It shows them digging up cement. It shows them digging up the graves. And they're covered with those metal things, and they open them up and they dig them out. And they clean them out. It gets better. And in Harmony Montgomery's video, there's a picture of her standing in front of steps like this, and I'm like, that's not step, it's a box under there. They're digging things out and putting things in. I think if the authorities really wanted to, they could bust this thing open. You're watching it. This is a sacrifice. So all they're doing here is a sacrifice. What you see here where the sun goes, it reflects right over the boxes. Wait. This picture right here. The maroon boxes that I always talk about, this is what they're really working with. You could see them in the background here. And you could see, let me put the bottom, what they're really working with is right here. And when I do the video, you'll be able to see it even better. This is the situation. Right here, you guys, watch. See this head? It's right here. And then over here, underneath the word text, are the maroon boxes. They're being dug up and they're being placed in the ground. There you go. Do you see the body in the middle? It's coming through under the sunshine. This is a sacrifice, and this is a major day for them. This was 14 years ago, and they're still doing the same fucking shit. Those rays of light, those fake rays of light, is really where the information lies. It always has. It always has for Summer Moon Wells missing children. So I've been doing this, for over a year. So when I see this, I know what they're covering up. They're just not so smart. And this is why they have gathered. This is what they're carrying, and this is what they're doing. This is where they are doing this, is right here. So anyone that saw my last video, you'll hear me say, I'm following this ray, this piece of rope or whatever it is, and I did. I did. It leads you right to the answer. And this thing will keep showing itself. This will keep showing itself. It's going to show you that they are putting these things into the ground. Into the ground. And that is, of course, when they do shit like this, I can see right through it. This is really bad. This here, this, I don't know, boy or person winds up in the ground. I'll show you in the video. They need to dig this place up. At the end of the videos are these two girls. Does anyone see anything crazy in here? I think they're these two girls. That's just my guess. I think these two girls, I think that is Robin. It's an overlay, and the one next to her is her friend that she's that she did this video with. To me, that's Robin. It's Robin's face coming out. And that girl on the top is her friend. Identical noses, mouths, eyes. They look the same. It's a crazy resemblance. And we never saw that girl before, but this situation is the same, you guys. This is the same. And these videos are from 14 years ago, so the age matches. I think those are the same people. And they're doing a lot of bad things, these two girls. They layer faces of themselves as well as their victims. This is what goes on in their fake car. Totally fake. This here is one of their photos from the video. We've seen this before. As you could tell, they're not in a car. You've seen this before as well. The apples to apples for this kind of a photo is our Art and Papillon. They continue in their car to go to a sacrifice. The two boys they meet go through a killing, and this is what they look like when they pick them up, and then their heads are being like blown off or something. I mean, look at these pictures. See? Watch. So this is 1. Watch. 2, 3, 4, and then back. So let's do that again. This is in sequence. This is in sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what they just went through. They're not in their car. These two girls are bad news. I think that's Robin. To me, it looks familiar. I think this is the video. Let me see. Let me see if I have volume to it. I hope not. Let me show you a couple things here. Okay, so I think right back here is a sacrifice. Right here. What? Look at that. So that's dark. Look, watch. This is live video. Boom. 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 See, they're being brutally attacked. You're going. I'm still on. It is. Okay. Here, look at this. That's an attack. That's what these boys went through. And they have it on tape. Hold on, I have to answer this. Sorry, I'm still on live. Okay. 20 minutes. Wait, no, I'm on live, like literally live. Like, yeah, they're listening to us. I don't know what that is. I'll call Maddie. Oh, wait, goodbye. Okay. Here we go. So this is what they do. I'm going to show you this. That is a sacrifice. Through the woods. There she is with that on her neck. This is where I got those photos from. And this video, you could go look at their videos. I mean, I don't want to play this whole thing, but you're going to see that it's all has Summer Moon Wells missing children's case elements in here. Everywhere. In the car. Watch. You just have to play with it. That's it. That's why I don't understand how this hasn't been, like, busted open. Because all I'm doing is playing with it and stopping it where it's supposed to. Now I gotta go deal with this family stuff. This was a lot of information. It's really important to do that and to show apples to apples and to really show how long this has been going on. This has been going on a very long time. A very long time. And I do believe that these are the same people. To me, it looks like the same people. Car ride. I'm looking to see if I have. No. And this picture tells the most. I'm going to follow this and videotape what it shows me. I have this feeling that whatever is in there is going to match this. That would be bingo card to me. If this winds up being that, that'd be pretty outrageous. I'm going to keep this up for a minute as I'm going to go check something. I'll be right back. All right, let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like. They all need me to help them. Wow. I think this is going to be a bingo chip, big time. And if the authorities really give two shits to bust this open, I would think that this is the location. It shows the people, it shows what's going on. Either way, this is really randomly really bad. Let me grab this other photo. As you can tell, I'm going to have to cut this off because situation. I'm going to do a PDF on these pictures. This is going to be, this is the answer, you guys. This is where it just brought me. I mean, this is it. This is the Summer Wells Missing Children's answer. And they really need to go to this location. This is it. I'm putting myself out there. It's my reputation as well. Whatever this is it. Is really it. This needs to be found. This needs to be found. That box with that head there are the missing children's story. This, I am going to go work on this tomorrow, and or else tonight or something. I'll do a short video on it, because this is the photo right here. I think that this is the answer. I think this is the answer. And for all we know, it's coming out of the house. Because they're building this. And I haven't done anything with this video yet. I will play with this and put together a PDF and put it up later. I'm assuming that these photos are going to continuously change. I'll do that later with the same video and a PDF. You guys, thank you very much for being here. Thank you. Thank you, mods. Thank you, subscribers, members. Please thumbs up on your way out. I appreciate you listening to this Apples to Apples number 5 series. I'm going to put a supplement, I'll call it, like an added addition to this number 5's Apples to Apples series, only going over the house with that one location. I think that's going to be a winner. Thank you all. Have a great night. And God bless you. Thank you. And I will talk to you later.